Before the video starts, I would just like to thank you for allowing me to hit my first video with over 100 views. I know that's something really small, but for me that's a milestone. I've had videos that have gotten 82, 46, 32, 65, 86, 11, 25, 23, and above and beyond, but never 100. So thank you, and we're almost at 200 subscriber mark. So let's get that to 200 after this video. I'd love to see it. And anyways, thank you and enjoy the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. It's me, Soupz, and here we're with a new series called SSS Soupz Siege Strats. I will be going over how I make strats and what goes into making a strat depending on really who you are. It's kind of like personal preference kind of deal, but this will be my point of view through my eyes and my brain. So let's jump into it today. The map we will be working on is Oregon, and we will be going over basement on Oregon. As you can see here, it says Oregon basement. And what I use to make strats is battleplanner.io. It's free to use. All you do is sign up with an email. And you have the range to make a strat for literally any map, even Bartlett University, which hasn't even been in the casual playlist in years. But most times when I make a strat, I rarely sit down and go, okay, I'm going to make a strat. Normally I see something in a pro league game or even in a scrim that just kind of makes me curious to see, like, can I get an angle from that? So to use Battle Planner, you have your tools and you also have your operator selection over here. Now this is really important to know, like, what operator you're going to use. So this is going to be a defensive strat. We are going to focus on holding genuinely pillar and then blue and bunker, and we can do a slight freezer hold, and if we do the freezer hold we can hold here. But the thought process basically when making a strat has to be, if a call is made, the quickest route for a teammate to make to help. So let's just say for instance if we have a clash. Now I gotta adjust a couple things here for draw settings. Line size is fine. Icon size has to be bumped up to that, and that should be fine. We're good with that. We hit line, and so if we have a clash playing in freezer like so, the clash can hold this relatively easy because it's clash. You can give callouts, if people are coming down freezer stairs. And we can have, let's say, a Wamai. Say we have a Wamai right here, pillar, watching blue door, and pillar stairs. Now, a couple things is, are we going to have anybody playing corridor? Now, if we don't have anybody playing corridor, the closest person to this clash will probably be the Wamai. So are we going to want to take the Wamai off pillar to help the clash and leave pillar open? Or do you think it would be smarter to put somebody corridor? Well, from my personal experience, it'd probably be smarter to put somebody corridor, as you can have the Wamai hold their position and you kind of have this middleman in sight that can go help. I like to call it a triangular defense. So we're going to put right here, actually, just before I get ahead myself, we're going to pick smoke. Smoke's going to chill right here. Now smoke is going to be able to hold this angle into blue bunker, and the middleman on site can really be anybody, but for this particular strategy I'm feeling like either not a bandit, because I guess if you wanted to hold the freezer walls, but since we have the clash in freezer, the only way they get freezer wall is if they take out the clash, which if the middleman plays properly, that will not happen. So who can we pick to be our middleman? Now I'm completely going off of this. So we can use a Mira. Mira can put a window and closet, and she can watch laundry by herself. Most times Mira's going to be banned though, so we can put the Mira there, but if she's banned then we have to think of somebody else. We could use a Maestro. He's a bit slower, but he does have 81 bullets, which is really good. So I think we're going to choose the Maestro here. Now Maestro can play right in coat closet, or he can even play in laundry. He can play either or, but we are going to erase this one right here because we only want the one right here. So Maestro can kind of help out whoever he needs. He can go help the smoke. He can go rotate to the Womai. He can actually come right here instead in electrical. Or he can just beeline it straight to freezer and help the clash. Now that we have what everybody will be watching and doing, other than our last operator, which will be a Jaeger, so that way you can put ADSs here, and the Womai can protect himself. The Jaeger will be roaming. So how normally I will indicate somebody is roaming is where their last placement of something will be. I just put a straight arrow upstairs or even downstairs, whatever way they're going. That's how I know that they're roaming. And I'll add either a side note like along the side of a strat, or like when we post it in a channel that we have strats in for, I'll put Jaeger gets hatches. Okay, simple as that. So now time to just figure out what everybody's putting down and where. So let's start back up at the top. Now Clash has impact grenades. So really, Clash doesn't have to do much, but what she will do is when we come over to our tools, we have icons. So we can use an icon, put it straight on the wall. These are reinforcement icons, by the way. Put them straight on the wall. And what I like to do to indicate when somebody gets something is circle them. So Clash gets these walls. So boom, Clash gets those walls. So basically Clash is done. Once she gets these walls, she comes in a freezer, and if drones can already come down here, she can pick off drones, call it back out to her team, and that's Clash's job done. So now we can move on to the Womai. Now, I didn't know why I closed that because, you know, I need the reinforcement. So Womai will get his own butt here. He will protect his own ass, by getting the electrical walls. Because if these get compromised, well, you're kind of poop out of luck, as most people would say. Now, a lot of people are going to go, well, you didn't bring wall denial, so they can basically just open these with Habana or an Ace. Well, I'm making this for competitive. So currently, at the time of making this, Ace isn't allowed in competitive. Habana is, but Habana normally isn't known for pushing through blue. I mean, yes, you can with Habana, but normally Habana will get hatches. And in this situation, yes, electrical hatch is a good hatch to get, but you can hold the angle on it with more than one person, so even if they do drop, they're most likely going to die instantly. So the Womai gets that, but he also has a shield. So we can take and get a shield, and you can put it either side, but for this one, I'm feeling like trying to put it right here. So that way he can kind of move around in this area if Clash says they're freezer, and maybe it's 30 seconds left and it's a full freezer push and he doesn't know if there's somebody flanking, he can kind of move out this way and hold the angle right there. But the shield's protecting him from the stairs, and they kind of have to swing out on him for that. And now he has his discs. So the discs, I do not remember where they are in Battle Planner. Where are the Womai discs? As I struggle to find the Womai discs, somebody has probably seen them. There they are, and they'll point it out to me. So you can put them basically wherever, but you can put one here. You get that second one charged up, so you can put it in this corner. And you kind of put them wherever you please after that, because, you know, it's in the moment. You know, if they're going to start pushing from here, you can stack them on bunker blue door, or if they're going to start coming down big tower stairs, you can throw them tower stairs. But that's basically Womai for this strategy. Now for Smoke has also a deployable, which is the main reason they will be holding, but we're going to do it as reinforcements first. So he's going to reinforce this wall right here. And now I know a lot of people are going to go, well, I've seen it done the other wall where they reinforce this one. Well, my issue with reinforcing this wall and blowing open this wall is when you do that, the shield's still here most of the time. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it is. But they can run over and put themselves in this corner to where they have a clear angle if you try to, you know, do anything there. So if you open up this side, which we'll use this explosion to indicate that he breaks that, they have to expose themselves from the angle, not only from here, but if the Maestro is way over here, he can see from here to here to here, and this is just a table, so we can see over it all the way back to here, and the bomb chassis is right here. So I'm actually going to put down some of these little markers to indicate where the bomb chassis is, where bomb chassis are. So there's that. Now that we have the wall open, he does have a deployable, so we will scroll up to the deployable and put it right there. Bada bing, bada boom. That is probably the worst circle I've drawn so far, but it's okay. So that's basically smoke done. Now, Maestro, since he will be playing right here in, a lot of people call it different, I just call it the closet or supply. But Maestro, he will be reinforcing. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the whole point, the smoke only reinforces this one, because if he loses bunker blue control, he backs off and the Maestro will cover him while he reinforces the wall. So, you know, they may gain bunker blue, but they don't gain access into sight because he reinforces that. So he has a pocket reinforcement. Now the Maestro, for this strategy, reinforces this wall in sight and this wall right here. And he will also have impacts, but the smoke is also going to open this, which I did not mention. The smoke will be making the rotate. So bam. And then also for Maestro, he has his Evil Eyes. Now, Evil Eyes can kind of go in many different places, but I am struggling to find that they're there. I like to put one right here at the bottom of main stairs, kind of. And then the last one you can put here. So, you know, you can kind of give the smoke call outs. Alright, they're getting ready to swing, they're nading, whatever. And then also with the Wamai, they can even put the discs out here to help at least protect that for a little longer so they waste utility on it. But that is the Maestro all done. And he does have pocket impacts just in case, you know, he needs to open this up, or if they're planting, he can chuck an impact over, just something simple like that. Now time for the Jaeger. Now the Jaeger's a bit different because we can't really, I'm not gonna, you know, go up and be like, put your reinforcements here. The Jaeger just kind of roams and kind of gives call outs on where they're pushing from. And then if he has the ability to, he gets a pick and then tries to retreat back to site. That's kind of his whole purpose right there. But needless to say, he does have 3 ADSs and some barbed wire to put down. So he's going to put down 2 ADSs on the smoke. So the smoke has a better opportunity of survival. So there's those. And he's going to put an ADS for the Clash. Now, depending on where the Clash wants to play, he can put one right underneath the hatch, kind of hide it there. He could put one right here in this little corner, which is normally where I put him, especially when I play ranked, because it's just really simple and easy. But the Clash will probably be playing more up here. So let's say a Zofia tries to shoot something, or tries to shoot impact at her, you know, it gets absorbed. Or even a concussion, either or. So that'll at least let the Clash play a little bit more comfortably. But Jaeger will be reinforcing this hatch for freezer and this hatch for electrical. Now I guess I kind of lied and said I couldn't put the reinforcements down, but I can, because it says where the hatches are, and I can just put the Jaeger gets those hatches. And now time to run back basically what this strat is. So we'll I like to keep this open, especially when I screenshot these. I don't download them like Battle Planner offers. I screenshot them, just make a picture of it. It's way more easy. But so I can kind of explain now what's happening here. So it starts off, everybody gets their walls, other than the Jaeger. The Jaeger will get, oh, that's one thing I forgot. Haha. I forgot his barbed wire. Barbed wire. Where is barbed? There's barbed wire. So you could put a barbed wire. He could put it here to alert the Wamai somebody's coming down. You can also put one here to alert the smoke if this Maestro camp gets destroyed. That's my bad. But now that we have that out of the way, I do like to leave the operator selection up for when I screenshot it. What we have here is, we'll run down what each operator does. So the castle, or not the castle, the clash, excuse me, is the easiest with just reinforcing walls and then just coming and sitting in here. Honestly, you can't get much easier than that. Then we move to the Wamai, who has a fairly simple job as well of reinforcing electrical walls into blue and bunker, placing a shield, and then throwing his discs. That's what he does in the prep phase. And then the smoke, he reinforces one wall, shotguns 2 rotates, puts a shield down, he's done. The maestro reinforces this pillar wall, this wall for closet, places a maestro cannon blue bunker, places one bottom main, and he goes and chills and gets on cams for the beginning of the round. Simple as that. The Jaeger places an ADS and freezer, places 2 in blue bunker, barbed next to those, barbed bottom tower stairs, runs up, it gets freezer hatch, and gets electrical hatch. And basically that's what they do for the first 45 seconds. This is basically what they're setting up for the first 45 seconds. Now, for the next 3 minutes, they are going to have to play and adapt. Now, this is just how the setup is. Adapting in a strat is completely different. So if, Clash calls out 1 or 2 freezer, the Maestro doesn't have to initially go and help, but the Maestro can rotate out into this general area, maybe hold an angle, and if they try to swing on the Clash and assist, the Clash can back up into doorway even further, not really giving up freezer, but saying, hey, I'm not going to reinforce an issue here, I'm just going to chill and give my teammates callouts on what they're doing. So if they're getting freezer wall, okay, Maestro can make bullet holes or even punch holes, which are more dangerous, that look onto freezer wall, or just nothing at all, let Clash rotate out and just chill right here. Tell Wamai, hey, they're getting the wall open. Wamai can then, maybe rotate into electrical, come back into sight and look this way, move up against his shield that he's placed, and hold an angle, things like that. If the Wamai needs help, the Maestro can come into electrical, hold an angle like this. If the person tries to run down big, the Wamai can hold an angle like this. Maestro hold an angle from electrical door to bottom tower stairs. They can try to make a crossfire work like that. If the smoke needs help, the Maestro can't really do much other than hold an angle from this corner here past the shield or look above the shield, which is kind of dangerous, but it can still help, or provide assistance through his evil eye. The smoke kind of just plays for delay. If he can get a pick, great, but if he can't, back off, reinforce, that's good. Now the Jaeger's job, he really is just there to get an open. If he can get an opening pick, perfect. He's not there to get the opening pick though. Roamers are meant to delay time. Really aggressive roamers, yes, they work out all the time. It's great when you have an aggressive roamer that can aim and get frags. But when they're aggressive and they die every round, it hurts not only the round, but the morale, because they're dying, they might be getting mad that they're dying, and you can't really tell them to you can tell them to change what they're doing, but then that gets them more mad because some people think, oh, you know better than me, whatever. So then it just brings the whole morale of the team down. So roamers are supposed to delay time. If you can delay an extra 30 seconds, that's amazing. Because in a 20-second meta, like Siege is in now, those 30 seconds could be the difference between a round win and a round loss. Now, if you can delay for more than a minute, because normally it takes about 30 seconds for the attackers to get into the building. If you delay until 2 minutes and at least get one pick and die, alright, fine. If you delay 30 seconds and die, that's kind of tough. If you delay a minute and die without getting a pick, that's half the round gone. That's a little better, but you get a pick, we're looking even better. And if you get 2 picks, 3v4, you shouldn't lose if you play it correctly, but anything can happen in Siege. But as this video goes on 20 minutes, I'm going to wrap it up here. The final 20 seconds of a round, though, are crucial, because that's when executes normally happen. Now, as a smoke player, you know, you don't want to die with smoke canisters. Even if you have to use your smoke canisters a minute into the round, do not die with them on you, because that is wasted utility. As a my player, of course, don't die with discs on you. Clash, don't try to get flashy and spin your shield. I know it's tempting, but don't. And as the maestro, just because you have 80 bullets doesn't mean you have to swing corners pre-firing, basically looking at this hallway all the way to here. Alright, just play the support position and don't get too antsy. And as Jaeger, don't get too aggressive. It doesn't ever work out, like, ever. Sorry to say, it just doesn't. But, you know, this is, you know, my thought process on going through a strat. I did just sit down and make this. I said that's normally not how it works, but that's what I did here. So hopefully you enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like, comment what your favorite part of the video was, and if you'd like to see me do this again, I'll, you know, go with episode 2 of Soupz Strats, and I'll do top floor of Oregon next if you really want to see that. But other than that, thank you for watching, and peace out.